Yeah, it was a blatant penalty. Yeah, for sure. I've looked at that. You know, Bobby, when he came in, he couldn't believe he didn't get the decision. It was a penalty. He got dragged down for sure.
Well, why do you think he didn't give it? I mean, for everyone could see that.
I don't know. You know, he'd probably already given two, and I don't know. But it was a penalty for sure. There was no doubt about that.
Harry, another good away performance. That first away point can't be far away now.
Well, I wasn't pleased with his first half. I felt they dominated the first half, really, you know. And you know, even when they went down to 10 men, I thought that was when we really had to make sure that, you know, we had a real opportunity. It wasn't until that we get back to 2-1 that we suddenly start to really take the game to them. You know, I felt we weren't positive enough at 1-0. You know, against 10 men, and for them to score was the worst possible. You know, we needed that 30 minutes or 20, whatever it was left, to make sure that we worked the ball well and created some chances to score on. But to go 2 down was a massive blow.
But to be all hands to the pump for Arsenal for the last 10, 15 minutes, that must bode well for your confidence.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to come away with something. You know, it was a good opportunity against 10 men for us today, I felt, to have picked up a point here or whatever. But we've got 2 home games to come now, and we've got to pick up some points in them home games.
Sanchez is obviously a world-class player, but
yeah.
He had too much space there, didn't he, in the box?
Yeah, he's a fantastic talent, you know, but that's what you get when you pay whatever you pay, 30 million or whatever it costs. You know, you only... that's the difference, isn't it? He's a class player.
And what about Rob Green, a penalty save?
Yeah, a good save. You know, it was a needless penalty to give away, and then we defended badly for the first goal. You know, it was atrocious defending from us to concede that goal.
It was your view on the red card, please, Harry?
We headbutted him, did he?
He did.
Yeah. You can't do that, really. You're not allowed to do that, are you? I mean, I don't know. Did he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I can't see from where I'm stood there, lads. It's hard. I see his. If he nutted him, then he gets sent off, doesn't he? It's a silly thing to do, wasn't it, really? But I haven't seen a replay of that.
Our man seemed to struggle a bit against Sanchez. I mean,
he did what?
He seemed to struggle against Sanchez. I mean, what's the luck with him today? Cause he to be really struggling against him.
Well, I don't know if he struggled. He just didn't defend from the first goal. You know, he didn't defend it well. Whether it's Sanchez or whoever it is, when you're a defender, you can't let somebody running behind you and come put the, you know. But no, it's Sanchez is a good player. You know.
Any preview questions for Crystal Palace?
Yes, please,
Gary.
Yeah, Crystal Palace have gone into the bottom 3 today, Harry. Do you think that will change their approach to the game?
No, they'll be positive. They've got pace. They play with wingers. They're a dangerous side, I think. You know, every time I've seen Palace play this year, I've been impressed with them. So, and Neil Warnock coming back to QPR, he's going to want a result, isn't he, Neil? Be a tough game for us, you know, but it'll be a good London derby, hopefully. You know, we've got 2 home games. We need some good points out of these 2 games if we can. It's going to be a scrap. There's nothing in it down the bottom, is there? There's 7 or 8 teams are going to be involved in it, you know, and that's how it's going to be, really.
There's no reason for the fans to be anything other than warm towards Neil. First time back.
No, of course not. He did a great job there, Neil, didn't he? No, Neil Warnock did a great job at QPR. So, I don't, you know, he's doing a good job at Crystal Palace. You can only do what you can do with what you got. You know, that's how this game is, isn't it? It's, you know, if you can go out and buy the best players, you can have one of the best teams. If you've got a small budget, it's a different game, isn't it? Sorry.
He's been involved in this fixture either as QPR or Crystal Palace boss 9 times and never lost.
Neil Warnock's never lost. I won't come then. I won't bother. I won't come. No, I'm going to go shopping with the wire to the sales.
Are you expecting anyone back who wasn't available today?
Well, I couldn't. The problem you had today, Matt, was there's 1 or 2 of them can't play 3 games in 2 days. It's not possible. 2 games in whatever. We've got 1 day's rest tomorrow. You know, Richard Dunn couldn't. You know, Dunn has been great for me, but he can't play today and play. He's Sunday. It's impossible. Clint Hill, You know, another one, Clint's 36. You know, couldn't really ask Clint to play 2 games. Bobby Zamora's the same. I took a gamble bringing Bobby off the bench. Anything, you know, he's sitting there cold, you know, soaking wet, and he's coming on without really having much of a warm up. Anything could have happened, you know. It's so. I had no choice. I couldn't play it. Some of the lads today, they can't play 2 games in that quick succession. It's not possible for them. And we have got 3 or 4 long-term ones, Sandra and people like that. So, you know, even Leroy Furr today, you know, Furr's on 4 bookings. It was a juggling act. Do I take the chance with him today? Get a booking. We've got a home game to come. You know, I've kept him for the Palace game, really.
Clarkson.
Jay Barton's got a hamstring. He had a hamstring, yeah. He had not too bad a hamstring. He had a bad one. We kept him out for 6 weeks recently. This is a grade 1 that is not too bad. He's got a slight chance. He's got half a chance to be fit. You know, I wouldn't like to say he will be fit, but we're hoping he might be okay.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Thanks, lads.
Thank you.